place to hear the greatest. There's only one place to learn the latest. There's only one place to hear the greatest. There's only one place for your information. It's the All Good Podcast. All Good Podcast.
Okay.
Podcast.
It's the No other host like me. Check it out. See?
What up? What up, everybody? Why is my camera not working? I have no idea. Like it's working there. What is happening? Hold on.
Are we about to go?
You right?
Huh?
I
I can hear you.
Yeah,
No.
we can hear you.
I have no idea why my camera's not working.
I think we're what we did.
Mercury?
It might be. It might have something to do with.
We're in an eclipse or something. Mercury retrograde. Anyway, y'all know what Drew look like.
Captain Lightskin.
Y'all know what he look like. Yeah, I don't think it's. There you go.
Very.
We gonna get this together. Do you hear me? And y'all don't know it right now, but we live on Facebook too. I mean, not on Facebook, but on Instagram. So like this first
Okay.
one on Instagram.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't really
Okay.
get like.
Yeah, I
the-
don't think it's. There you go.
Oh, and it's behind. So I'm like, I'm trying to watch it and I'm trying to watch it and like do it at the same time.
You can't.
But like, yeah, we can't. So I'm like, I'm trying to like, if there's a way that I
it's
can
like the
get
verses.
it sort of is. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but like, I just wanted to try it this week and see if we can. But I got it on there. I just can't frame it right. Like, and Guzzy, they can see you on IG right now.
Hi, hello there.
My goodness,
Oh.
this is really a test run for this.
It was really.
Yeah, y'all. Mercury's not a retrograde. It's just y'all. So
Thank you. Thanks, Kim. Thanks.
you welcome.
And Guzzy having a problem with your microphone? Your microphone?
My mic doesn't exist right now.
What?
Accountability.
It won't exist in my laptop. It just won't read it. It just says no.
What
It's
if,
on, but it just says no.
what if you like refresh your screen? Refresh and just come right back. Let's see.
Okay. All right, let's do it. It's not registering in my computer.
At all?
Yeah. Like
Is
I
it
check my
the first
sound.
time you've done that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is like okay. Well, because I would rather have
You
better
need
sound.
to-
I would rather like test it out now and have better sound throughout the entire
Okay.
than to like do this. But so let's test.
Okay. All right. I'll test. I'll leave. I'll be back. Don't be
Okay.
afraid.
Yeah, this is gonna be great though because we have such a good episode today. Like,
Yeah.
such a good episode. But we have to get it together, and we're going to get it together. Like, I have no doubts. So yeah, Kim, what's up?
Nothing, I'm just here in my house chilling. What's been going on with my week? I booked a commercial, so that's cool.
Okay.
And I shoot that next week, so it's nice to work. And I made like an internal goal. I was like, I would like to book 2 things before the end of the year. So this is my second thing. So, yeah.
Okay.
So that's
We
what's
here
going
for
on. Yeah, just lots
Can you
of
talk about
self-tapes
more
and
about
shit.
the commercial?
What'd you say?
Can you talk more about the commercial?
I mean, yeah, I think so. It's for Crest.
Listen, this is what I want to like. Tell the people what's going on. You didn't
I don't
book a commercial.
I don't know. I don't know how these things work. I mean, I don't know. I never talk about gigs really before I do them. Ever.
Okay.
I only talk about them after they're done, after they're aired. Because a lot of times, like I've done maybe like 10 commercials in my not sets. Like Planned Parenthood, I did like 5. TriNet did like 4 spots. I mean, but like sometimes you don't get in them. Like you'll get money, but you're cut, or it doesn't air, or like whatever. Like I did a commercial way back in the day, and I've never seen it, and I assumed that I got cut for it from it. Or I don't know. I also got a really short end of the stick with that. Like anytime if y'all book like a commercial or something, at the time I didn't have an agent, like always make sure you have like a friend, an agent friends, reach out to somebody and have them look over them contracts because they can really get you, especially if you're non-union. And at the time it was like a SAG gig, but I was non-union anyway. So anyway, this commercial, it's for my teeth and it shoots for like 2 days. So I think it's going to be a good time. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I never be talking about shit.
Okay. Well, that's what's up. I'm still trying to figure out what this looks like on Instagram and seeing how I can fix it. But I want to rotate the camera on the Instagram, but it won't let me do that, which is like.
What do you mean?
Maybe
like,
maybe if I stop the broadcast, because like I wanted to stream the same way that it does on, like right now we're on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So I wanted to stream in the same way, but I wonder if I do it from the link from the YouTube. Oh, and Guzzy's back. So let's see what that looks like. Y'all, thank y'all for being patient with us because I want it to be right. Like
it's broken.
Mm-hmm.
The mic is broke.
Yeah, the like bottom thing came off. The bottom thing where you put came off as I was trying to.
Wow.
Yeah, as I was trying to rejigger it, the bottom thing came right off.
Oh my god!
What, your bottom thing came off too?
No, I was just looking at mine, trying to understand.
Oh. Yeah, when you plug it in right there, when I went to go plug it in, it just went all the way in.
Dang!
Oh wow!
You know, it's like how somebody say they broke their arm and you touch your arm. It's the same thing. Like she's like, my mic broke and I touched my mic. Like,
yeah. So I'm like, I know people are probably gonna be like, just Drew, just go ahead and do the show. Like, and I want to, but I also want it to be right.
Perfect. Like, you got the receipt?
I got the receipt. Always.
Okay, good.
Let's see if
Let me close my door. I'm sorry. I'm right here, y'all. I'm professional.
Let's see if this works. Is this gonna work?
Okay.
I don't know. You want me to just do the live like this from my phone?
It is gonna work. Yay! So it's like you
good.
Sideways, but you can see it. So like we live on Facebook.
I'm confused. So like, are you videotaping it?
On Instagram. We're live on Instagram. So wait, what do you mean? Am I videotaping it?
So like, is it from the computer you're going live? Like, how is it live? Like, you recording it?
No, I'm not recording it. We're actually, it's just, I know how to do tech stuff a little bit. So I just like use a program where I could code and like send it to Instagram, because you really shouldn't be able to go live on Instagram from a different source other than the actual app itself.
Oh.
So, but this changes the game for us.
So you're fancy.
I like to think so.
Is it is it live on the Off Book IG and the Broadway Black IG?
No, just the Broadway Black IG.
Okay. Oh, that's the one that's got all the followers.
Let me see. Hold on.
This is cool. Look at y'all.
So, but this changes the game for us.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
It's just behind.
Just like the verses.
That's all I care about. Like, and it's giving me a little error, but it's working. So that's yay! That makes me so happy because now I can watch this and see what people are saying on Instagram too. That's the main platform where we get all of our stuff from, so people can watch us on. So like, we should start over. Y'all want to start over?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's start over. Okay, we're gonna go back out. Okay, I'll be right back. But Kim, you can't talk. You gotta mute. You can't talk.
I thought you muted me.
I can't mute you. You gotta mute yourself.
All right, I'm muted now.
Okay, and when the show starts, then you can, unmute when we're ready to talk. Okay, let's start over again.
There's only one place to learn the latest. There's only one place to hear the greatest. There's only one place for your information. It's the All Good Podcast. All Good Podcast.
It's the no other host like me. Come check it out. You'll see.
Woo!
Hey,
Go
get gas.
Boom! I'm so geeked, y'all. Welcome to a brand new episode of Our Book, presented to you by Broadway Black. We're ready to hit our mark. We're ready to do it right now. My name is Drew Shade.
My name is Ngozi Anyanwu.
And I'm Kim Exum.
Yeah! Drop bombs on hoes. Drop bombs on hoes.
In the laundry closet.
That's what I'm talking about. Good mark. Here we go. See, that's good. So I can use that for the intro. I can start it like here, even though the first 20 minutes nobody else will really, hear on the podcast part. But if they watch the video, they can see all this first 20 minutes has been a mess. But it's okay.
We're trying. We're working through.
Okay. Thank y'all so much for being here. It's a brand new episode. I am geeked about this week. I got some new stuff happening. We got new branding happening. Y'all can see, y'all can tell. We out here. Come on, sound effects. Like, we out here. And I'm geeked about it. So tell me, you know where to start at? You know where we at? What's been going on this week? We just talked about Kim, really briefly booking a commercial.
Hey.
Let's revisit that for our, fans on IG that are watching this right now.
Okay, y'all. So I booked a commercial. It's my second one of the year, which is great.
Oh.
I wanted to book 2 before the end of the year. So this fits that, whatever. It bookends that journey. Whatever. What am I saying? It's for Chris.
Come on,
Look at that. You're all teeth. You're all
You
teeth.
got a Chris smile. We love to
Look
see
at that.
So it's for Crest. As far as it shoots like 2 days. I'm assuming I don't have to keep this shit a secret because
You already told us?
I already told you.
You ain't signed no NDA, so they can't be mad.
No, I don't think. I think it's like one of those things like, if you everyone's probably auditioned for like a new musical and they're like, don't tell anyone about this. It's like, you're not telling anyone about it because it doesn't exist yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if it was a new toothpaste, then maybe, but like, it's just, I'm not going to tell you the details of what happens or what I'm doing, but I'm not going to send the script out in the chat, but like, I think that this is okay. I mean, we'll find out.
Yeah. I had a friend who had mentioned something about commercial that she was in and they came after her. They and it wasn't Crest. It was, I'm actually afraid to say it because I don't need them coming after me.
Oh my God, don't tell nobody.
Yeah, but she was on Facebook and
this.
But I won't say her name. I won't say the company. I won't say the name of the company. But she talked about on Facebook about how she decided to work with this director on this new commercial.
Oh no.
Yeah, a certain director's name and then a certain brand. And that brand was like, they called her like 10, 15 seconds later. And they were like, you can't do this. And they had been coming after her. They came after her for like a year. They fired her. And they did fire her because they did fire her. And then they came after her it was a whole thing.
How many people is watching this?
Not a lot.
Well,
I think you're okay.
Don't y'all tell nobody this. I'm gonna come after y'all. My mom is probably watching. She's gonna be like, Kim, like she probably gonna be like, this is why you did it. This is why I don't be telling nobody stuff. This is your fault, Drew. This is why I don't be telling nobody stuff.
Listen, Lord,
I mean, I'm sure.
That's what Morgan said.
I was like, no.
I'm just saying, make sure there's no NDA because I believe she actually did have an NDA.
No, I didn't.
She actually did have an NDA. Yeah, I think. Okay.
They'll be okay.
Well, then you're good. You're good.
Let me go off.
You'll be fine.
My bad. I'm done.
No, I'm glad you
worry.
said that because I've learned my lesson. I ain't never telling y'all shit.
Look, for everybody else, it's not Crescent, Rembrandt. It's
Rembrandt.
It's only Colgate.
Sensodyne.
Oh God.
It's Sensodyne.
Oh my goodness.
I can't.
What you up to this week?
I don't do shit but write and mind my business. So that's what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of self-tapes. I made a bit of a demand to my representation about being sort of more on top of my acting stuff because I'm lucky that I'm like, knock on wood, like a coveted writer, but I'm a writer actor and acting is my first love. And I kind of like added management to my team and talked to the branch of my management team that's writing and was like, hey, where's my acting? Like, where's my acting stuff? I know people are auditioning. My sister's a manager. Like, you know what I mean? So like, and I'm with like one of the like top companies. So I'm like, I should be busy. I think I should be busy. Shouldn't I be busy? And, you know, be careful what you wish. Be careful what you wish for. Because in a great way. And then I was like on hold for a couple things. So it was great because I was on hold for something. And then I think it kind of made my agency also a little bit more aggressive. So now everyone's like, all right, this is what you said. So I've been very like, you know, trapped in the closet and just like doing my work and mind my business and getting these self-tapes done and reading and writing. I had another reading workshop for a new play I'm working on. And
so why are you not hiring us? We too light?
We are.
You're not too light. Huh? No, you're not too light. I want to, for the record, you sensitive ass light people, you glow bugs. For the record, my leading lady was Drew's complexion. Okay. Yes, because there are Nigerians who look like
I know
everybody. Yeah. Yes. So, you know, she's an Igbo girl who happens to be like. I mean, I told you what's up. Guitar skills and or Niger accents.
This is the same right now. I thought it was another one. I'm not. No.
All I do is Africans. All I do is Africans. That's my skill set.
But it's always Nigeria.
I don't know anything else. I'm not good at. I don't care about anybody else.
I thought that this was a new project. You be having a new project week to week. I had another reading of another play. And I'm like, where is my another play?
She's like, where's my job at? Don't worry. When it is you, you will be called. That is my way. When it is you, it will be called. That's all. I don't allude. I don't lead anyone on. When it is you,
no, you don't.
Your time,
no, you don't.
You're just gonna. No, I don't. I don't. I don't give anyone hope.
No hope.
All right.
Oh God, that's what I'm saying.
We have such a special show today. I am so excited and yeah, like I think we used our little 20 minutes time, so we have to do hot topics later.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Wait, maybe we should just get like maybe one or two in, right?
Why not?
So it's time to pull out my hot topic book, my notebook, and open it up and crack it open and see what it says. What does she say?
Okay.
But it's time for
hot topics. I actually made a song.
Oh, well, here, Kim, come on.
All right.
This is the time.
Wow. Oh, wow. Let me mute.
It's like a 2-line song. It's not a song. It's like a jingle.
Oh, come on.
We love to talk about so much shit, so let's get down with hot topics.
Hey, I'll take it.
Come on. What? Why are you calling me right now? What is happening?
I am?
No, somebody else just like was FaceTiming me. I'm in the middle of a show. Like, why are you like everybody knows? Why are you calling me? Oh my God, that threw me off. But let's hear the song one more time. Let's run it back.
Okay.
All right, run it back.
We love to talk about so much shit, so let's get down with hot topics.
Hey,
I
like it.
I'm here for it. Oh, and the audience reminded me that I didn't say what I was doing my week. Y'all literally have not left my desk. Like, I don't think y'all understand. I literally have not left my desk. So I've been at the computer. I've been training new team members. I have been editing stuff. I've been all over the place at my desk. That's because I want to deliver quality stuff. We've been working on this new edition of Off Book, rebranding it, getting that stuff out. So we've been working on it. Like it's been good though. Like I'm really happy with it. We're working out the kinks, but I think that's what this time is for. So
Working out the kinks. Ain't that a thing?
Is it a thing?
Is that a play or something? I don't know.
The kink in my hair.
The kink in my hair? Okay.
That's a play.
Possibly.
Okay.
But yeah, so like we just gonna go right into it. We got hot topics. We got a couple of things to talk about. First and foremost, Broadway One Night Only on NBC. Did y'all watch?
No.
You did not watch.
I know. I'm sorry. I seen a couple of little tidbits, but no, I didn't watch. I would lie to y'all, but I'm not. I don't have the energy to lie.
I did not watch it.
Y'all didn't watch it?
I saw some of the performances though.
Well, that's all there was.
Right, but I didn't watch all of them. Like I didn't sit down and get myself a snack.
I had it on TV. Like
I saw The Rent, and I saw
they had a Rent. I thought it was shows that were like currently on Broadway.
Well, no, because they had Jersey Boys on there too. Even though Jersey Boys is on Broadway, the audience told me because I did tweet out and ask why Jersey Boys was here, Ike.
Yeah, it's at New World Stages.
Yeah.
Now.
But
where is Rent? Is Rent anywhere?
No, I think they just
they love to sing Seasons of Love, and people love that, and so that gets people to
feelings.
It makes them feel stuff. And
I understand.
But great performances by Chicago the musical. Ain't Proud did a medley and
they perform at everything. Do they ever skip out on a performance? Do we even need to go see the show?
You should see the show. But it's true. They're everywhere.
They do amazing.
They do, but do I need to go?
They're the hit on Broadway right now. Like they're the major go-to musical. Like
that's true.
If you're doing something Broadway, call Ain't Too Proud because they're gonna be on. They're gonna be singing good. People gonna love the music. Like it's all around a hit. Like you can't escape that. So and there's always somebody that hasn't seen it. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So somebody said I saw Black people. I mean, yes, we do that. We were Black people.
There was actually a good amount of people of there was a good amount of us, I feel like, in there. Chicago, Jack Little Pill.
Tamika Lawrence on her Seasons of Love solo blew the house down.
As always.
Yeah, Patti LaBelle sang. Some country white people there that was singing. They had good tone, good quality. I don't know their names. I don't really care, but
okay.
No,
all right.
Because they weren't Broadway people. They were actual country music.
Country singers?
Yeah, it was a country singer. There was a gentleman there. It was some other people there that weren't Patti LaBelle. Even though Patti LaBelle, we love Patti LaBelle because she has been on Broadway before.
Right. She's alumni at least. Yeah.
We're singing that. Just came to show support for Broadway, and also people like Middle America behind supporting the Actors Fund because they want the money.
Yeah.
Why was there a white guy in the Temptations show? You think the Temptations got to where they was with all Black people? There are white people in that Temptations show, and they belong there because they helped.
Right. Y'all look at the movie.
Yeah. Right. Also, there's always a white man getting in a Black man's way, so they got to be there. So they got to, it's for the conflict.
Yeah.
For the conflict.
I really did enjoy it. I thought it was very interesting, and some people had some issues with it just because Broadway is people are saying Broadway is not just about the performance. It's about the people that work in the theater as well. But to get Middle America behind supporting the Actors Fund and actually donating, you have to give them some glitz and some glam.
Sure.
And sort of finesse it a little bit.
I agree.
People want to really talk about it and talk about where we're at as a state of it, as the state of the industry where it's at right now. And we are hurting. We're not 9 months without a job, and we're going to be without a job until at least 7 more months, 8 more months. Like,
Right.
it's down. So it's and it's hard to grapple with that and then watch these fancy performances and
That's
watch
why I
these-
was jealous.
Mm.
You were jealous because Mormon wasn't invited.
We don't do anything like that. Because it would give the show away. So any performance that you'll ever see, Thanksgiving parade, anything like that, Mormons not, unless it's I Believe.
Okay.
They will do I Believe, or maybe they'll do Hello, but they're not going to do anything with the Ugandan half of it. Just as like, it makes sense in the context of the show. You've seen the show, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Thanksgiving Day parade, all of this shit, I'm like, they get to go perform for a fucking day. And not to say like I've been blessed during the pandemic with other things, but yeah, watching that shit just make you miss your job. You just be jealous. Like, damn, I wish I was doing it too. but I'm not.
Be real.
But I was happy to see my friends that were able to get together.
Yeah, of
That was
course.
the first time that they were able to really get together and do a number from their show and enjoy space and company and like perform again. That was even before like the Christmas lighting stuff. They filmed that, a couple of weeks before those things happened. And so
More came out to the secret is out.
Thank you, Ella Morgan.
Thank you.
yeah, please. The secret
Look,
is
I
out,
don't want them to call me, okay? I already messed up with the Rembrandt, so I don't want nobody else calling me like, I'm sorry.
That's my bad. That has made you just
Listen,
so
that's
bad.
I don't know.
Okay, I think we've had a good amount of hot topics already. So we about to get ready to
What?
bring in
We just
special
discussed
guests.
one.
No, yeah, because that's enough. Because we going on. That's good. One night only is good because we're gonna move on. You got guests here, and we told them. a
I
certain
know.
time. We use our hot topic time, getting the shit together. So
I know.
we'll come back to it. Like don't do it.
I just get with your line. I think we've discussed enough.
That's enough. And it's like one.
One hot topic.
You're like, okay, we're moving on.
Okay, I'm
Move right
gonna
along.
leave.
We're
I'm
moving
gonna
on.
leave. We will come back to it. We discussed the prom last week. I know it came out for everybody else. We already seen it. Well, I seen it. Did y'all watch the
I
prom?
saw it last night. I watched it last night.
What you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to the hot topics, but we have guests waiting in the waiting room, and so I'm gonna come back. Somebody else got popcorn hot topic, like a kernel with a kernel. But I'm really excited to have them here. We're going to be talking about, we talked about the Grammy nominations and the musical theater cast albums that were nominated a couple of weeks ago. And we're really excited for the Grammys to come in February to see, who wins that cast album. But like, there's some deserving people and some deserving cast albums. All of them are deserving. I really do believe so. And this is just one of those shows that I think is deserving. So yeah, let's take a moment and welcome the ladies from Little Shop of Horrors off Broadway. Company. Yay! Welcome, Sloan, Ari, and Joy. Yes. Joy,
We
what's your
also
last
have
name?
Aaron here. Aaron is here as well. The new Audrey too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got all the black people in the
Y'all better have a small gathering.
Hey.
Yay! What's up, Aaron?
My boy.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I can't complain. I'm alive.
Okay. My bad. It's good to see you.
We appreciate you.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yay! That's so amazing. We love reunions.
We do.
Yes.
We try to go to top
Welcome
as we
to
can.
the show, y'all. I am so happy to have you here to talk about your experience in Little Shop of Horrors and how you feel about the Grammy nomination you all just received. So tell me first and foremost, tell me a little bit about yourself. We'll start with Salome. Salome, now you in Alabama right now?
Yes, I am.
Come on, tell the people where you from, what you do, what you've been doing. You know, well, I do want to say that I'm excited about your 1776, but
Thank you.
I'll let you talk about it. Go ahead.
Well, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. That's where I am right now. I came back home with all the craziness happened, try to save some money, and I have to keep paying out every high rent. But I'm back in Birmingham now, and honestly, I went from one struggle to the next. I came back down, and I'm an educator now, so I'm teaching in the school system right now. Man, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. But you know, we making it on through. We're making it on through. But that's what I'm doing as far as the arts right now at this moment. So yeah.
Yay! We're so glad to have you, Ari. Come on, Ari. Ari is a former co-host of Off Book. And
Yeah,
one iteration of that.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? I'm still here. And
I'm glad to have you back. Tell the people who you are, what you do, where you from, all that good stuff.
well, I am Ari Gruber, of course. And this is Joy. We call Baby Joy. She ain't a baby no more though. She's
Oh,
just turned 21. Woo woo.
oh no, you really are, baby.
Right.
Mhm.
Yes, come on. Fresh to the thing.
I mean, I'm still here in New York. I'm originally from the ATL. I haven't been home because Atlanta don't know how to act right now, and I'm not
It's-
trying to get COVID.
Child,
Yeah.
it's
I
the
said,
wild,
y'all-
wild west.
Woo!
Mhm.
That.
And I won't be part of it. Okay.
I'll
Other than
feel
that, I've just been chilling. Come on, 404-770. I know that Marshall's over here. I know Marshall. Other than that, I've been just trying to create my own. I actually just finished creating my own show that I kind of did in conjunction with TED Talk Broadway.
Okay.
And it was very fun. I did it at Radio Park. So I think that's the thing that I've been working on. And besides that, my music, I've been working on a lot of music during this downtime where people have been wanting me to produce different tracks, different things. So that's been keeping me busy. Other than that, I'm just trying to stay black and relevant and not go crazy on these white folks.
And you are. You are doing it. This purple hair is hidden. It is really hidden.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know, you always different because I just talked to you yesterday or the day before and you were pink. Your hair was
Right.
pink.
The pink is still here. You just know I love to change. No way like I change clothes.
Okay.
I love that.
Purple today.
Yeah, we love that. And Joy, talk to us about your experience and who you are, where you're from.
Well, hello, I'm Joy. I'm from Chicago, and I
Midwest.
all right. I came back here for school, and in my last semester, we started working on a little shop,
Mm-hmm.
and this is kind of like my first break since
Come
like
on,
sophomore
come
year.
on. That's a good big
So-
break.
Since
Right.
sophomore year?
Yes.
Summer school and stuff like that, you know. And we went to New York like 2 weeks after graduation, and then ever since then it was just like go. So I'm grateful.
Oh,
to-
you mean like break? Oh, I'm sorry, girl. I thought you meant like my big break. I thought you meant like.
Oh, girl.
I was like, what?
No, ma'am.
I was like, that
I
is
mean,
so quick. Sorry, I was confused.
yeah, I'm just getting back to myself and figuring out who that is at such a young age, and I'm very grateful for things to be
Amen.
not.
Yeah,
They
love
can,
that.
they can do much
We
more.
love to see it. Well, we thank y'all so much for being here. So, how do y'all feel about your Grammy nomination? What does that feel like to have done all of this work and to, you know, be doing the show for so long and to get recognized in this way? Talk to us a little bit about that. What was it like to hear your show called when this happened, when this came out?
Well, go Salone. We want to hear what you got to say.
Well, you know, it ain't gonna be much, but what I will say is that I still honestly am surprised. I still haven't really digested it because I have this feeling like, okay, you know, what's really gonna happen for real, because it's because we talking about the industry, you know, but I am excited about it, and you know, I'm eager to see what happens, you know, what is the verdict at the end of the day. But I do think that all of the candidates in that category are, like you said earlier, are well deserving of it. Everybody's crazy talented within that category, and I'm just like I'm grateful, and whatever happens at the end of the day. But what I do know is we worked our behinds off on that show, and so it felt really good to feel like we got some kind of recognition for the hard work that we put in, because it was cute on stage, but behind stage it was a lot.
Okay, so I think some people are maybe unfamiliar with what maybe you're talking around at the moment. So with the Grammy nominations, the cast album gets nominated, but not everyone in the cast is going to be recognized if the album is to win.
Exactly.
So only principal vocalists are considered winners when it comes to Grammy Awards and the nominations. So they're not on the ticket as the Urchins, even though they have put in so much work, and the Urchins are
Wow. The Urchins are the show.
the
Yeah.
Urchins are the show. Like, especially musically, they are the show. These three ladies won't receive a Grammy because they're not principal vocalists. So only Jonathan.
Who are the producers of the show?
Tom, how do you say Tom? Tom Cardi, Terrence. Terrence
McNally's husband.
Yeah, well,
Terrence McNally.
Yeah.
Oh, who's that?
McNally's husband will act. Yeah.
Is his name Tom?
K-I-R-D.
Is it Tainter? Why am I butchering his name? If you watch,
Not Tom Kidd. That's a different. That's a different
Tom
book writer.
Purdy.
Yeah.
He's also the producer of Katie's Town.
Okay, got you.
Where they won it
on your contracts? Are they equity principal contracts or are they?
They're equity principal contracts.
Well,
Yes,
I feel like
they
everyone in that show is a principal contract, right?
Everyone.
But they didn't. So I'm confused then why you're not a principal soloist if you're on a principal.
I honestly think, and I wonder if it's something that comes down to either. I don't want to say it's the Recording Academy and what they chose. I think it's also what producers are willing to pay for.
Yeah, it's money.
Have to pay for
the extra award. Yeah,
the extra awards, and which, you know, if that's the case, we know that's not going to change. That's fine. I just would like. I really don't to give that opportunity.
Kingsley, what is his last name? Kingsley Legs is the voice of
Audrey.
And he's not considered a principal vocalist.
He's not considered a principal.
So all the white people are.
All of the white people are going to be winning the Grammy if Little Shop wins.
Except Christian Borle. Christian is not. Also, he is not
he's the dentist.
Right, but ain't nobody even remembered that he was there. So,
right.
Wow.
Damn!
Oh wow!
Damn! Yeah. I remember that he was there.
I too remember. But,
I like Christian Borle. True, like I don't, and I'm like, I like him.
I like him too, but he ain't a principal. Like he ain't a principal.
Well, I mean, he is. I mean, I feel like they all are, like the cast is so like when you watch the movie, like Steve Martin is the dentist, and he killed that. Like the dentist is such a, it's an iconic,
It's a featured role.
He's the conflict.
Yes,
right. But I mean, you could argue that the Urchins are also featured.
You can also say Mr. Bushwick is a conflict too.
But sure.
No, I'm just saying. I think that, like, yes, these are all featured ensemble, not featured ensemble, but featured principal roles. Like these are because the central story is surrounding Seymour and what's her damn name? Audrey. So yeah, that's the central story. So yeah, they're all technically featured principal roles if we want to get down to like the bread and butter of it. But
so in theory, brass tacks, bread and butter, you're good.
Right. But I feel like everybody contributed to the album, because if everyone's on a principal contract, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't get a Grammy. Because like in my show, I'm like a featured principal. I'm a principal, but like the central story is two characters, you know.
Right.
Yeah. But I would still get a Grammy. Like
but it sounds like it's a money thing. It sounds like it's a money thing, because like Yeah, it depends on the producers and who they submit, and because I'm like, if you're saying that only Audrey and only Seymour, is that what?
And Mushnick.
And Mushnick. Oh well, that's just funny.
That's
okay.
crazy.
Yeah, they're out of control.
And
They're out of control.
no,
Yeah, they're out of control.
Tom, because Tom does his thing. Everybody does his.
I'm not great, but it's just interesting picking and choosing. You know.
Curtigy. That's what it is. It's Tom Curtigy, and I like Tom.
Curtigy. I always mess up his last name so much.
Yeah, but that sounds like a money thing.
Yeah.
But also Black Lives Matter. Give these women their Grammy.
But my thing is that you cannot sit here and acknowledge these people and not acknowledge the Black sound of Little Shop.
That starts the show. Literally starts the show.
Literally started the show. It's everybody's favorite song. And the fact that I was like, even the fact that Kingsley didn't get nominated is crazy to me.
That's crazy.
That's crazy to me. Christian Borle, I really think should be nominated as well. Granted, he has been dominating at almost all of the awards that we have been, nominated for. Lucille, Drama Desk, something else. So
Morgan Lee says I think it's a Grammy rule thing. She's pulled up come on with the receipt.
Thank you. Facts.
Vocalist may be awarded if the winning recording is an ensemble-driven piece with no principal vocalist. The members of the ensemble may receive a winner's certificate. Well, even if that, give me a winner's certificate.
Well, I think we'll get a certificate. I will say this. I feel like the only exception to the rule with that seems to have been once on this island because they nominated at least 8. They nominated all of the gods and then the leads.
Mm-hmm.
And so all of them, matter of fact, I know Alex, he has the medallion that says that you are a Grammy nominee. They give you that. So I think you're right, El Morgan, but I'm also like,
there are some other exceptions that have happened.
So have y'all talked to your producers?
Not yet, as of yet. I feel like it's a good conversation to have, and I feel like
y'all should totally email them.
Everybody within the cast feels the same way. Like John,
but I also feel like it should be a cast conversation, and that should be leading it, which should be the principal vocalists that have already gotten their name on the ballot.
Are they? But they're in agreement, right?
Yeah, if they're in agreement,
everybody is in conversation.
Oh, then yeah.
They shouldn't have to advocate for themselves. If everybody's in agreement and this is where you wield your white power, where you wield your white privilege and say, hey, these women deserve, these customers deserve. How can we make this happen? How can I sacrifice something to make sure that they are awarded and recognized in the way that they deserve if we are to win? And if we're not able to win, what can we do to rectify it? Nobody should be walking away from this situation feeling discredited or discounted.
I think that there should at least be some type of Zoom, because I'm assuming that y'all have talked since the show's wrapped. I mean, not wrapped, but you talk. Yeah. So I would assume it will probably be I'm assuming, I don't know your producers, that it will be no issue in discussing at least what the rules are, et cetera, so that at least there can be a clearer understanding of what happened before I guess there's because we don't know, we're just assuming as far as what the we don't know specifically what the rules are, but I hope that y'all can have a real dialogue with your producers about how it makes you feel, how it makes the cast feel, how it makes you feel excluded, because I think those are conversations that all of the cast that I think are in New York right now have been having with their producers, with their creative teams. It's how can we make this more inclusionary? How can we remedy the mistakes of our past? And this is a great opportunity to drag them back into the room.
Right. Right. Exactly. Yeah. I agree with all that. So and they've been, so far, they've been pretty open to some of the stuff that we have had a dialogue with in the past. Sure. So, I'm probably sure this is something that we can sit down and then talk about. And I think they would be willing to listen, which is so funny because I'm always in communication with Tom via Instagram, where I'm just like, oh, he's the sweetest man. And I know
he's so sweet. He really is. He's
the sweetest man.
Yeah. But you women have definitely deserved the recognition that you've received. You've received, off-Broadway award nominations and y'all are solid. And so it's really good to see you all come together and still be willing to talk about it and be the family that you are, because that's what it sort of created, because when you do a show off Broadway, you become family. So talk to me a little bit about that. How was the energy off stage and on stage for the entire cast? Like, talk a little bit about that.
I won't lie, I had fun.
Oh, it was fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, Aaron just joined, and we're all kind of like close. When I tell you, we were black as hell on that stage. We did not give sugar honey iced tea. Can I curse on it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We didn't give what was going on. We would sit on that stoop like niggas on a fucking stoop. Like, we would interact with the audience in our most authentic way.
How many black people in the audience?
Yeah, like we would count how many people was in there, how many people was black, and when we had at least 10, we knew we was gonna have a good show. We like I really think between us, like we consider ourselves like sisters, and even with Salome, like we needed each other to like get through some of the stuff where we're just like, okay, it's white people being white within the industry, and it kind of sucks. But we always had each other's back regardless of what would happen. And I think everybody was able to see that. And they felt, especially a lot of young black girls was like, oh, these are like black girls. Salome's from Alabama, Joy's from Chicago, Ari's from the ATL. These are like black women. And right. And they're allowed to express themselves, not only just on stage, but it's literally a reflection of what we do behind the scenes. We were a dope cast. I would like to be honest, you don't get this lucky to have all of these people with top tier names. I guess you got Jonathan Groff, the sweetest, honestly. You got Christian Borle, the sweetest. Tom Allen Robbins, like Kingsley Lace. We could not have had even Tammy. Tammy, don't get it twisted. Now Tammy is from Bayonne, New Jersey. That's my chick. We're so close because we knew we were stuck in this theater, the West Side Theater, just everybody's in the same dressing room, but we were
small theater.
It's a very small theater.
It's a small, intimate space, but it works for a little shop. Definitely.
It works for a little shop, right. And I really think it helped us to bond in a way that we never thought we would have. I mean, we would have game nights. Christian would always do like a little his games, or bring his Star Wars like toys and trinkets and all of this stuff. We were just hanging out. We would always do shots. We really was just chilling. To be honest, we would be taking naps on that little purple ass carpet.
So do you miss it? Do you miss it?
I miss it. I honestly, you don't get this very often. I feel like to have that experience or this experience like this, you got to cherish it. And so I think everybody does, because we all are in contact with each other. We will make sure we text each other, see how everybody's doing, maybe gather and rally a Zoom call just to check up on the folks, talk about the accomplishments that we had, talk about the shit that is going down for the day. Like, you don't really get that. And also being acknowledging, I will say, for the white folks in the cast, they are very somewhat aware, I will say. Yeah. Because you don't get that very often. I think they're very aware with the things that have been going on in the world. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying I thank them for that, but I will acknowledge and say, okay, sometimes, they'll sit here and say, I don't understand. Help me to understand so that I can make sure I'm not making that mistake. So I appreciate that. We still got a long way to go. But the fact to have that, just that camaraderie, I guess, is kind of dope. Salome, I don't know. I want to know what you think, girl, because
come on, Salome, come on over here and join us and tell us what you think
about what exactly.
About the about the energy of the show, about how you felt doing, because this is your first off-Broadway show, right? This was your first off-Broadway show?
Yes, this was my first show, period. This is my first show, period. So,
well, I mean, I was looking at your resume. Now, you've done quite a few
stuff now.
At Alabama State.
Well, majority of everything is, educational theater, but like when it comes to like professional, that was like my big break. Well, no, I take that back. I did do something at Theater Under the Stars, but like when it comes to like New York, that was the first thing. But honestly, I enjoyed my time. It was my first time being in a New York, a production in New York, inside of, I guess we could say like the Broadway business. I enjoyed it, but I also learned a lot. learned a whole lot just by sitting back and observing. They know me like I'm quiet. It's nothing wrong with me. I'm just chilling. I'm real quiet. I sit back and I just take in the room, and that's just the type of person that I am. But I enjoyed it. Of course, you always have some weird conversations that might come up, and but everybody was pretty much understanding of each other. We all got along very, very well. Everybody had their days when they irritated, they don't want to be bothered. And I probably had more days than that than the usual people. But I still got the job done. But do I miss it? I miss the people. Would I go back?
Look, that's real.
Well, and also you don't have to, because you had 1776 coming right after that. Like you
right.
were.
Honestly, I was so ready for something else. I thoroughly enjoyed my time there. If they were to ask me to come back 2 years later, okay, cool. We done had I had a 2-year break, and maybe. But singing that soprano part, it was
because you were up there for no reason.
Hard trying to sing every single night. And I'm not gonna lie, I was very nervous every night about whether or not I was about to ruin my voice tonight. Because the material was just so freaking high. And I would say that's probably like the only negative side of I get tired of them giving Black women these high ass parts. And we don't know if we're gonna make it out by the end of our contract, that's the only thing. But I got through it. I had a hard time, and Joy and Ari had to come through for me because
baby,
we were switching roles.
There was times where I was like, am I singing a high note? Because I sing baritone in this entire show.
At the opening night, I lost my voice at the opening night.
Not just singing baritone though.
I'm singing baritone.
She was suddenly
I get
down there. And she was in the Raptors.
But like I said, I definitely enjoyed my time. But after that contract was over, I was ready for something new. And thank God, 1776 came on through for me, and I was just like, "Oh, thank Jesus! I get to sing a little lower now. I don't have to scream every night. I can be comfortable but still be enjoying the work, and I can do a bit more acting as well. Because with the urges, it's fun, but we're mostly being ourselves. Just to be honest with you, we're being ourselves, and which was great. And I think we had the best trio ever. We had no pun intended to anybody else, but we definitely, I feel like we had a great bond, great blend. And when I needed them to come through for me, I'm like, y'all, look, I ain't got it tonight.
And we were great. We got you, honestly.
Look, I don't get it tonight, but that was great too, because you don't get that on a lot of shows. They're like, well, I don't know what you're gonna do, but and usually your understudy would never mind. But we had a great time.
It wasn't no understudies, was it?
No, off Broadway, they don't do no.
Ain't not an understudy in sight.
They like understudy within, like
it was weird. We had like our understudies that were like off stage singers, but at first we only just had one. We only just had one, and which was
what would happen if somebody like wasn't available to?
Oh well, let me tell you what happened. Should we talk about this? Should we talk about this?
Yeah, talk about it.
Because this is how we started the new year. This is how new 2020 was gonna be shit. That one time. Tell that time. Look, Salome.
I got my wisdom teeth taken out. Salome.
Your wisdom teeth taken out.
Yes, December 31st, 2019.
Going into the new year.
Salome lost her voice. Couldn't do the show. That's fine. But I'm out. So it's just Ari and just our cover. And they added a new cover who is also the cover for Audrey.
She's like, that's her thing. She does.
Oh, wow.
Audrey. Okay. This is a white girl. So, and I mean white, like Aryan white, like blonde hair, blue eyes. I love the baby girl. I think
it's just that she didn't.
You know what happens? And I will say this: white folks, they love what we do. And they love our culture, and I feel like they're always trying to show that they can hang. And so it was a lot of that energy, and I think she didn't take it seriously that she would ever thought that she would have been an urchin. And to be honest, kind of understand. It's like she shouldn't have to be urgent. We need another understudy, but money and all that stuff. People trying to be. So when the day came that she had to be an urchin, she didn't understand. She thought she was gonna. I think she thought, and then when it came down to it, she didn't realize how hard
it is.
It is.
It was a 2-show day, right?
It was a 2-show day. Now, it was because this was literally New Year's. It was a 2-show day.
And people be serious about their shows on New Year's.
Right. And we done went out. I know I went out and had a good old time. So I was I had a little slight hangover, but I was like, I can get through this. It helps to my voice because I'm already singing baritone. So, and so what happened was,
were you covering for Kingsley that night, or were you sick?
No, I was at home.
You was at home.
I wasn't supposed to be in the theater.
Right. You were at home. And what happened was, homegirl, she did the matinee. And the point of the thing, I guess her contract says the only urchin she could do would be Chiffon, which is Joy's track, because I think it's the easiest to sing through. It has most of the melodies. So when I tell you, one, I had to open up the show and sing Little Shop because they was not about to have this white girl open the show. The choreographer, Eleanor Scott, shout out to her, she said, I refuse. All right, you just gonna have to switch. Y'all gonna have to sing this. She gonna have to sing your bottom line. And what people don't realize is that my bottom line is that one that jumps everywhere. Hit those natural, those sharps, those flats where you like, ooh, am I right? This is like one step above and I feel wrong. So you gotta listen. And so when she first started off, she said, oh.
She said, I'm gonna go home.
Oh, and she stressed herself out, which, I hate that she had to be in this situation. But what happened was she stressed herself out so much that it caused her to have this migraine. Now apparently migraines is a.
Now she got to call out.
So she had to call out. Now.
So what to do? They called her home and told her to come in.
They told her to come in.
Are you for real? I was joking. Are you for real?
No,
That happens. That happens.
They called me and told me I had to come in.
Baby, if you could have saw Salone's face, the scene when Eveline is like walking, get to work. With the quickness and the fairness. All I remember was Salone was like, that white girl but not be in the building when I get in there, because I swear to God. That thing took me out, because homegirl, it's like she waited till the last minute to do it.
Right. She did it Ashanti. She canceled at the last minute. Yeah, oh my goodness. Well, I know that y'all rocked it. I'm so happy for y'all. I know that y'all are professionals. This is wild, but those type of experiences make you closer together, make you more inclined to be even more professional, to show up even better, to blow it out of the park like only we can do. You know what I mean? We have to show up in ways that people don't have to show up. And so that's just another example of how y'all push through, and we are proud of you. Yeah. We are proud of you. And you deserve all the recognition, which is also why I wanted you to come on this show so we can talk about the real stuff, but also give you your flowers, because you guys rocked it out and you represented it so well. Little Shop is such a classic and it's a staple, and to bring it back and to have you ladies on that stage with Jonathan Groff, with Christian Broyle, these powerhouse names that people are coming to see. You guys made an impact, and we are proud of you, and we thank you so much. I wanted to just because I love y'all, I wanted to just do something a little special, but y'all said the opening number is really hard, right? I mean, it's a little different. Well, let's just hear the opening number. We just want to hear. All right. That's one of my favorite numbers. The opening, you can't go wrong with that opening. It is absolutely phenomenal. And I want to surprise you with a special guest. We know those urchins from the movie. We know Tashina Arnold, we know Tisha Campbell. But do we know Michelle Weeks?
Baby.
I'd like to bring Michelle Weeks to the stage. Welcome to our show. I wanted you to introduce you to the ladies of the Off-Broadway cast, Ari Groover, Joy Woods, and Salome Smith. Michelle's not able to have her video on today. She's not feeling the best, but she's here and she made it because we worked it out, and she's absolutely phenomenal, just the sweetest soul. And so we thank you so much for even just still being here, Michelle, and we appreciate you.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for taking the time. This is crazy.
Right.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Oh my
So
goodness.
proud of you. You know, I was listening to you guys talking about the Grammys, and I happen to be a Recording Academy member. I never knew that anything. I don't know anything about them not being able to nominate you guys. I really need to research that. It angered me, actually, because all you have to do is nominate, pretty much. So I'm definitely going to look into that, because if anybody, excuse me, honey, but if anybody deserves to be nominated, the urchins do. Hello.
Yes.
I mean, let's just be realistic. What I don't see the show being anything of a classic without them.
Exactly.
I just don't. You know, it's we were the Greek chorus. Where you going without the chorus?
Right. Nowhere.
You know, so that really angered me. I was not happy about that. I wasn't happy to hear that at all. I feel like that's a disgrace and a disservice to you guys.
Yeah. And we thank you for those encouraging words, Michelle. That really means a lot, I'm sure, to us, and I'm sure to them as well.
Yes.
Any words that you would like to give them going forward, and how they can sort of navigate the careers and navigate what happens after being an urchin?
Well, I mean, your talents will take you where you need to go. Just for me, the business for me was a bit scary. I started seeing things that I was not ready for. This business is woo.
Exactly.
I'm looking for words.
Exactly.
I really wasn't prepared for it, and I kind of pulled away and pretty much disappeared because of a lot of the things that I really wasn't prepared for. But I honestly think that as long as you are serious about it, and if you have the guts to just stand your ground, because let's just be realistic. I know when I first, to be honest with you, when I first auditioned for it, I was on Broadway doing Tap Dance Kid, and
come on,
and I was like, you know, I'm dark and I'm heavy. They're not going to pick me. And I kept saying that because, you know, back then, Black representation was not really a major thing.
Right.
And especially for darker skinned females.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was just the way it was. And I wasn't, you know, going to fight it or anything like that. I was like, okay. So when I got the call that they were like, you got the part, I was shocked because I didn't think I was. And what's funny is it was finally narrowed down to 5 girls. We went in and we did a lip syncing audition. And I guess the camaraderie between me, Tisha, and Tashina, because we knew each other already. I guess that's what sold it. We worked so well together. We had never worked together as a team before, but we knew each other. I knew Tashina from school. We went to school together. And Tisha and I had did a couple of shows together. And I think it was, you know, the whole camaraderie of that. But like I said, I just really never thought. But I'm so glad to see people, the younger generation these days, really fighting for what they believe in. You know what I'm saying? Like standing their ground. Like, this is what I'm going to be doing. I believe in myself. I don't give a damn about what you believe in, but I believe in me. you know, and I wasn't that person. I wasn't her. At my age now, I'm just learning how to blossom. You know, like I said, I just really kind of disappeared. And a lot of times felt like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't do this, or, you know, I don't want to rock the boat. Listen, honey, rock all the goddamn boats. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, rock every boat that they got out there, because being fabulous, do you know what I'm saying? It's important that we let the world know who we are.
Exactly.
It's very important that we let the world know who we are and stop suffering in silence. Speak up, sing up, dance up, you know, and be great. Be great on purpose. Be great. Don't let anybody tell you you're not great.
Hey, amen.
I love that.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, this is crazy. I'm like fangirling right now.
I
I'm
love
always
it.
trying to sing your track.
Remember, I told you, Ari, I had a surprise. I told you.
You did.
You did. You did. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was like, all right.
Yeah. So
Right.
I want to thank you, Ari, Joy, and Salome for being here and sharing your story with us. We're going to go ahead and talk a little bit more with Michelle about her history and her journey and what she's been up to. And we thank you so much for sharing your journey and story with us. And I'm sure I will be seeing you more because you guys will be working, especially when the industry's back up. But thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
For having us.
Y'all.
Bye.
Bye, ladies.
Awesome. Michelle, thank you so much for taking the time to encourage these women and uplift them. That is exactly what they needed to hear. That's what we needed to hear. I wanted to talk to you about, you know, a lot of people probably look and say, well, what happened to Michelle?
Or they don't remember me at all, actually.
You said what?
I said sometimes they don't remember me at all, actually.
I mean, how? Like,
I know, like, when they talk about Little Shop, because Tashina and Tisha are out there, they always talk about them. They never really talk about me. It's when they see Little Shop, they'll at them or they'll say, oh, Tisha and Tashina, blah, 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 blah. And I looked, it was funny because I was looking at an Instagram post and the person added me. They were like, what about her? She, blah, 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 blah. And I just came and said, thank you. Because, you know, it makes a person feel like I wasn't even there.
Yeah.
But
you were like, I remember so distinctly watching the opening and watching the numbers with the urchins and thinking like, she sings. Like, you're like putting your hands up towards Seymour at the end of that. Like, you are singing. There's so many moments where your vocal is like far beyond any other urchin. It's sickening. Like, it's literally sickening.
It's disgusting.
Like, I was playing the opening of because I set my alarm at 7:00, and so I thought about that song. And so when I thought about the song, I said, "Where is this lady at now?" Okay, so there's a big rumor that you sing the opening of that song instead of the woman that's in the film, who is Patrice Redding.
Right.
Redding
well, I sing it on the album.
Okay.
On the actual movie, they used another singer who was a session singer. Initially, I was singing it over both, but I think at some point they switched it. So I am still on the album singing the opening. But yeah.
Okay.
So at some point, I think they switched the because I had to be a part of the urchins. I don't think they wanted the voice to sound the same on the movie.
Gotcha.
That's what I think it was. So yeah.
Did the album get recorded first, or was the movie version recorded first? Because it sounds so similar in certain areas. Like, you can't.
We just went into the studio and did all the music, and then we lip synced later. Like when we actually did the movie, the songs were already done. We went into the studio to do the songs.
Got you.
Oh.
Well, I guess my question is were you influenced by hearing Patrice do it in the studio? Because I listened to the movie version and I listened to the version, and it's some of the inflection sounds sort of similar. That's why I was confused about who is singing it in the movie and who's singing it on the record. So it just sounded so sort of vocally similar. I'm like, was she influenced by you, or did they tell her to sing it that way, or like Yeah.
She wasn't. She, the lady that was in the movie, she didn't sing it. She lip synced. So everything that you hear in the movie, we did it already. So that's what became the album.
So she's lip syncing to you.
She's lip syncing to another vocalist.
Oh, okay.
I think she was actually lip syncing to me, but they switched it to another vocalist because I believe what happened was they didn't want the bag lady to sound like the urchin because I'm doing both things.
Okay.
So I believe that's why they ended up switching it at the the end. They changed a lot of stuff, honey.
So talk to me about that experience. What was that experience like for you filming that movie, being like your first big film?
It was a whirlwind. Oh my God. It's hard to describe. It was everything. Like we had fun. We got along. It was no tension, not between us and any of the other cast members really, because we were young. You know what I'm saying? We were like green behind the ears. And we had like the greatest time. I wish I never got to see some of the bloopers and stuff that we did, but we were always laughing and joking. And I think there was only one time, and it was only one time that it was really a problem. And it was because, do you know the stairs that when we're coming down the stairs in the beginning of the movie? And when I throw my hand up and go, woo! Yeah. So they were building the set. And when they built the set, because we were practicing, we were doing our rehearsals when we were coming down the stairs and what have you. And I had on these heels that kept catching onto one of the stairs. And I told the choreographer and the director, I was like, my heel keeps catching on and y'all don't want me to hold on to the handrail. I'm going to fall. No, you're not, blah, 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 blah. So, we did the rehearsal again and I said it again. I was like, excuse me, there's something's wrong with this stair. My heel keeps catching on it. I'm going to fall. You don't want me to hold on. When we were rehearsing, I was holding on. Baby, we went to shoot. I let go of that handrail and went walking down the stairs and I got up and cussed out everybody on the set. Everybody got cussed out. And I was a teenager, mind you. Cussed everybody out. Everybody. Everybody. I said, I told you so-and-so's. I was going to fall. Nobody wanted to listen to me. Blah, blah, blah. Brooklyn came out. That's all. Brooklyn came smooth on out. And I laugh at that to this day because I was like I was always the quiet one. Quiet.
Yeah.
And honestly, they really did cast us perfectly. I didn't speak much. I was quiet, but when I spoke, you listened. And they said, they were like, you're the one that, the quiet when you speak about. True. I didn't say much until that day. And then it was, and I laughed because it was funny because we went for lunch. We had to stop shooting because I really hurt myself. So we didn't shoot for a couple of, maybe 3-4 days because of it. And I had to go get treatments and all this other stuff because I hurt myself. I really hurt myself. The way I fell was not cute.
Wow.
And I just laugh about it now because I said, it's so funny, like how I just snapped and just cursed out everybody. And that there's some of that in all of us. Like we try to be as nice as possible and sweet and kind. And then there's that demon that lingers behind. And all of a sudden it comes out like, roar, what, blah, blah, blah. And I just was like, that wasn't me. That really wasn't me. But I mean, aside from that, it was just a wonderful experience. We had little things like we were learning. People look at movies and they look at what movie theater, people like even theater, people look at it, they see it from the outside. they never see what's going on behind the scenes. Like if you look at a scene on a movie and you see that it's raining, do you not know that we are getting wet sometimes? You know, like and like we shot at Pinewood Studios, and there was like an airplane hangar. It was cold in there. It was freezing, and we had on those little thin dresses. We would be like, oh, woo, when we finished, running off to the side, hugged up and hurdled up and getting warm. But I'm gonna tell you, it was worth every bit of it. It was a wonderful experience. I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to meet everyone I met, to work with everyone I met, um, to be able to be a part of history. Like it was awesome. I was really grateful for that.
Talk to me about what's happened since. What have you been up to since that movie? That's been, almost 30 years ago now.
Yeah. Like I was saying earlier, I kind of disappeared because um fame can be very scary if you're not prepared for it. I'm a very private person. I noticed that people want to be in your business, like all of it. When you're, an icon or a star or famous, they feel like your life belongs to them. And I was not ready for that. Um, so I kind of just was like, I'm just gonna go sing in the studio. I'm behind the scenes. I can still sing, but I don't. No one knows who I am, and that's fine. Um, so I started doing like background vocals and studio sessions, and then I started doing dance music and house music. And then, I started traveling overseas. I had a couple of really good hit songs overseas. But then in 2010, I had a really big major scare. I had like a goiter that was cutting off my breathing. It was breaking my trachea pretty much.
Wow.
And a doctor told me like I had to have surgery like immediately. Um they didn't want me to cough. Like they were afraid I was going to die. And but when he told me I had to have the surgery and he explained everything to me, he said that I'm probably going to have to trach you. And I was like, excuse me? Um, because of how damaged my trachea was, they were going to have to, he thought that they were going to have to give me a tracheotomy. And which meant I would have to I would have a hole in my throat and talk with one of those machines.
Mhm.
And that kind of threw me off and depressed me. And I needed to say yes. And I didn't want to say yes because I felt like my voice was all I had. And, but I just, a friend of mine, he said, you know what, don't feel that way. You go and do it, blah, blah, blah. So I went and had the surgery and thought that, I was glad that I didn't have the tracheotomy. That was perfect. However, he nicked my vocal cord and I lost my voice. And that was the most depressing thing that I think has ever happened to me aside from my father passing and my brother passing. That was like, that was for me total like death. I had no voice. I couldn't speak for about a good maybe 6 months. And then when I was able to speak, I couldn't speak above a whisper. So I couldn't sing. But I kept trying. I just kept trying. And I remember like in 2011, 2012, I was like, I'm going to try anyway. And I went into the studio and I kept trying and I tried to sing and I sounded so bad. I was so distraught. My husband said to me, don't you give up. You It's like riding a bike. You just have to get back on and just keep going.
Yeah.
And every time I would go in to try to go back into the studio, it's just I had two notes and that was it. And they were horrible notes. And I would just cry. So finally, we would be in the car and I would just sing along with songs that I could actually hit the notes. And I just kept going, I'm gonna hit a note, I'm gonna hit a note, I'm gonna hit a note. The funniest thing is I cannot remember when it happened, but we lived in a townhouse in a complex, and these kids were banging and just fighting, play fighting in the next apartment. And for the life of me, I got so angry with all the noise. I just said, really? Real loud. And they heard me. I shocked myself. I shocked my husband. We were like, I said, and I was like, oh my God. Like I had no power in my voice. You could not hear me above a whisper. And that loud really came out. And I was like, oh my God. And from that point, I just kept going, kept going, kept going. And I started singing again around 2014, 2015, not as well as I would hope, but but I was singing nonetheless. Um, this year I put out 4 singles that were on the charts, on Traxsource and on Beatport for dance music. And one of my friends who I do a lot of, like mainly all of my sessions with him, he's a great producer and engineer. He's noticed. He's like, your voice is getting stronger. And I was like, I was like, it is. Like, I do not have all the high notes that I used to have yet. But that's why I said, just be great. Do you believe in yourself? Keep pushing. Listen, life will hand you all types of lemons.
Oh my goodness.
And if you do not gird yourself with strength of your own, like know in yourself, just know that you know who you are. Manifest what you desire to have in your life. Pray hard, whatever you need to do. Because I literally was ready to leave this earth because I felt worthless.
Oh.
I didn't feel like I had anything to offer anymore, but I kept pushing. I'm still pushing because I'm desiring my notes back, like my high trill notes. I want those back, and like a lot of people don't know that this happened. Even in the dance music industry, they don't know that this happened to me. I've told some people, but a lot of people don't know. They're like, well, you were singing. I'm like, yeah, but I wasn't singing like I used to sing, So I can't stress it enough. We are all going to go through something one day.
Yeah.
But we all, each and every one of us, has the power to deal with it. All of us do. We don't need to leave here because it's not that hard. We can manifest things. We have to believe it. We've got to speak it. We need to put it out there, whatever it is. And I mean, this year for so many has been devastating, but for so many it has been elevating. So I have to say, even in devastation, there is always going to be a way out. Always a way out, a brightness at the end of that tunnel. And you just got to be focused enough to, I see that light and not let anything around you distract you. Walk towards that light. Just walk forward towards that light and there you go. I don't know. It just, I'm so overwhelmed with joy, and I'm so grateful to you guys for having me because, like I had said before, I felt irrelevant. People they don't remember me. I'm not out there in the limelight, and it's like now I'm starting to get some people going, oh, the other girl, where's she been? This, that, and the third. Well, the other girl had 5 kids. She
Hey,
raised
5 kids.
she raised a family. Yes, the other girl also has a cannabis catering company.
Hey, talk to me about that. Talk to Drew about that.
So I mean, I do what I do a lot, but a lot of it is in the background. And it's funny because I'm a Leo, and Leos normally like to be in the
Listen,
forefront. I'm not one of those.
that was
I don't know. I think it's more my moon sign. I think that I kind of I don't like all of the like. I like to be recognized, but don't recognize me too much. That makes me uncomfortable. So they're like, "You're a Leo, yes, boo." I'm
yeah,
a Leo, and I can be very grand. Don't get me wrong. I'm a
yeah.
drama queen all day, every day. It's like, um, my friends laugh at me because they're like, "You're just doing the most." Yes, I am. The whole most. Thank you. Like when
Uh-oh. Something happened to the oh,
the long nails and the this, that, and the third. And they're like, just the most. I'm a Leo. What do you want me to do? I've got to come out and be me. But,
well, we love it. We love it. So tell the people where they can find you in this cannabis catering company.
I
And
think I've lost you.
can you hear me? Can you hear us?
Hello?
I'm not
I
sure
think
if you can hear me, but I've lost you guys.
so. Hold on.
We can hear you.
Let's see if
Yep, I'm having trouble on my end.
no problem. We'll let it catch up here for a second. Let's see if okay, she's gonna come back. Oh my goodness, this story is like
It was like, this is a Lifetime movie. It's like, whatever happened to Michelle?
yeah, like it is very touching, and I'm really happy to have her here. I
No idea.
Michelle, can you hear us? Hey, Michelle.
Hello?
I don't
Can
know
you
what
hear
happened.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear us?
Yes. My internet, I
Awesome.
think, just spazzed out on me for some reason. I don't know.
That is okay. But we just wanted to know. I don't know. I think we missed the last part of what you were saying, and we just wanted to just make sure we are able to connect you with. Are people able to find you? Where can they find you from here going forward? How can we, see what you're up to and follow you? I put your IG and your Facebook, but what else is going on that we can sort of follow and support you in?
Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm doing like the mommy thing and being an entrepreneur. And like I said, I still sing. So check out my IG page and of course come over to Facebook. I'm not a socialite at all. I'm horrible with social media, like terrible. But I try my best to be on Instagram as much as possible. A lot of information you will find about me on Instagram, a little bit on my Facebook page. I have my bio and all that stuff up there. But reach out, say hi. I'm still here. Hey.
Yes.
And like I said, thank you guys so much for making me feel relevant. I appreciate you so
Because
much.
you are relevant. That's what I was telling
You are.
You have impacted this industry and people that love musicals for years.
Thank you.
It's a part of our childhood. It's a part of our development in coming into the industry. It definitely is something that no one can forget or take away from you because
Thank
you're
you.
so bright and yeah, I'm so thankful that you took the time just to come and talk to us and share your story because I did not know all of this before tonight.
Yeah.
I knew that there was something there. I knew like my heart was pulling towards you. I said, let me get Michelle on here. And so I am so thankful that you took the time to share your story. And I would love to have you back, in the future and talk some more. And yeah,
Sure.
I really, really am so appreciative of you. This won't be the last time we'll hear the last from you. So
Awesome.
yeah.
And
So
I will definitely keep in contact. I'm gonna
please,
try to be better because I'm terrible when it I'm such a hermit. I'm so serious. I'm like a hermit.
listen, I understand because I will go into the house and not leave and be the same way. Like I love it to a point where it's like it's almost unhealthy.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, we can stay home now. We don't have to go out at all. I'm for that.
That's exactly how I feel. So somebody's asking, does the catering company have a website or somewhere they can find the information for that?
No, because it's
Yep.
edibles.
Mhm.
So
So
no.
DMs, y'all. Just DM her. Yes. So we appreciate you. And yeah, somebody also said you've left a legacy. Performing in Little Shop in high school, we watched the film so many times and had no idea of your story. God bless you.
Oh, thank you so
Yeah.
much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Michelle. And we'll talk to you soon. We appreciate you so much.
Take care, guys. Love and light to each and every one of you.
Yes.
Love and light to you as well.
Take care.
Oh, my,
That was beautiful. Wow.
my God, y'all.
Did we know we were gonna get that?
No,
Wow.
my heart is so full.
No.
No, I'm sensitive too. So I'm really like, I am holding it in so hard right now.
Wow.
Because that, you
Would have
just,
known.
yeah, you never know what people are going through or have gone through. And the talent that she,
First musical I ever saw, first musical I ever became aware of, first time I even thought of musicals was watching that movie and watching those three women. That's like my first experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's crazy.
It's such a classic film. And like when she said, because she had mentioned during like the sound check that there was a vocal injury, and I just assumed that it was like, node, polyp, hemorrhage, typical vocal injury. So when she went into the details, I was like, oh my God, because I just had a polyp and it depressed me so bad. It is one of the most it's like a mind fuck, and it's nothing in comparison to what she went through. And the fact that she's still, going, like still singing, doing what she can and still trying to press forward, I think is like just a testament to her will and her talent and her belief in herself. And that's just like really inspiring, because it's something that people don't talk about this shit. Like people do not talk about when something deeply impacts their confidence. And we also don't ever really talk about how much our talent, a lot of times, our talent
defines us.
Yeah. A lot of times. And we don't really notice it until it's gone.
Yeah, and she was saying she was a replacement for Emma in the Tap Dance Kid before she did this film. Like she is a performer through and through. She has Broadway credit. She did a major picture. And so for her to, start her career that way and then feel as though everything had been taken or lost, and to work herself, like that is a superhuman story. Like, I mean,
I'm telling you, it's a movie. Whatever happened to Michelle? And then you find out.
Like,
you gonna write it.
A Tale of Redemption. I got so many projects right now. A Tale of Redemption.
I'm not
movie
on Facebook that's like, you gonna write it? Like in the comments, like
I'm just saying, this is one you can get cast in this one. Kim, you could play
Tisha.
Young Tisha. Exactly. See, there's a part for you. And they're not African. I mean, they're African American, but that's my element.
And I hate that somebody in the comments just says still here, but like Tisha Campbell's still here. It's the dream.
Oh God,
I love Tisha.
Yeah, so
there you go.
Y'all, we're gonna move on, but before we move on, I just really quickly want to go into, we're gonna end it on this. Like I just need a moment, and also I just want to hear this anyway.
Oh,
I think YouTube's like stopped our stream because it was playing that song.
Oh, really?
YouTube was like, child.
The rights?
Child.
Wow.
I love that show.
Take me back. I love that show.
They're
God.
remaking the movie, y'all.
Still again? That's a third movie, huh?
Yeah, because you were saying you were in audition for it, wasn't
I
you?
was, they were remaking the movie. In the beginning of the pandemic, they were having auditions for the Urchins.
Oh wow!
And then
I would love to see
COVID happened, so I think it's pretty known. I don't know if there's a deadline about it, but it wasn't like do not tell anyone. I mean, we were all at Telsey with a big ass sign that said Little Shop. So,
but they come after you.
Now, the stream came back on YouTube. Is it gonna come back or not? Like,
yeah,
because I played too much of the song, so they was like, "Oh, we're getting you out of here."
that's the type of I love that. That's the type of shit that I like about musical theater. Like, I like singing stuff like that, like 3-part harmony, where you can kind of throw it away because it's pedestrian, but it's vocal, but it's still based in theater, and it's not this. It's not this like show of my vocal ability. You know what I mean? Like, they are singing, but it's all within the vein of these characters, and it makes sense, which makes you comfortable, like really like digging in and doing it. And it's just fun. Like, I like fun work. Like, I would love to do something like that. But they kill that every time. That number is so good.
My baby is getting on my nerves. He always all over the place, but I love you, baby.
I was like, I thought I heard a sound.
Yeah, just balling being balling. So we have sort of done
the most,
like so much today. We gonna move on to. I don't think we have time for pretty much anything but a listener letter. I want to acknowledge this.
Okay.
Because we at the end of the show. Like, it's been 2 hours. We used the first 20 minutes to figure out how to get us on Instagram.
Yeah, we in the end. I gotta watch Real Housewives.
Unless Instagram to shut us down too. No, we still on there. So
Instagram,
Real Housewives.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Which one? Potomac or
Potomac?
Oh, okay. Because
Real Housewives
came back.
Ain't the reunion, or is the reunion next week?
I'm not for certain. You don't get me the line.
Where El Morgan go? She in my housewives book club.
Which
book club.
Which I tried to join and y'all won't let me. But
wow, I am not the gatekeeper. Okay.
Somebody's the gatekeeper that shut me down.
I ain't the gatekeeper.
But that's okay. I'm still gonna watch my shows. I'm still gonna watch my folks.
Oh.
Yes, and Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I do want to acknowledge some of the listener letters that we have from this past week and some comments that we got. So we got a letter from, let me make sure I got this right. Let me pull it up. Okay, here we go. We got a letter from Naaman. So a gentleman named Naaman. I want to say Naaman. That might be it.
Does it have a D on the end?
Huh?
It has a D on the end?
I said Naaman with the end.
Oh, like Naaman. Okay.
Yeah, but I said Naaman at first, and then it might be Naaman.
Does it have an accent over the O?
You know what?
You looking at me like I know. I'm like, I don't see
it. Is it Nigerian, Guzzy?
First of all, Nigerian, there are many tribes. So I'm not sure if it's Igbo, and I was also born in Bucks County. But so Naaman, I know some stuff, I don't know all stuff.
Well, we'll just say Naaman. Naaman says, "Hey Drew, we met a couple times before the shutdown at a few theater events. Being a new face in the space, I appreciated your warmth toward me each time our paths crossed. I'm so glad I was warm.
Me too.
Because
that letter could have went left.
Bitch be like,
it could have been
from Frozen. Like,
he could have lit you up like a Christmas tree. That's what could have happened. But
because
you were pleasant.
Because I'm so intense, especially when I'm working. You just never know where my head is at. It is never anybody else. But I'm just glad that I was warm.
Was there a
all right? Let's keep going.
He says, I'm writing to just say I love seeing Kim and her daughter on the most current episode of Off Book. Having friends who are working mothers having friends who are working mothers doing their best to juggle it all. That was a great thing to just let happen and for the audience to see. Your show came on the radar when she appeared several times on the audio version. I love her personality and candor and can't wait to see how her career continues to grow. Glad the show is back. Hoping all is well. Isn't that beautiful?
That is so nice. Thank you so much.
They love you, Glowbug. They love you.
I love this so much. I think somebody else made a comment on Twitter and said how seen they felt by seeing you and your daughter, because mothers are out here just trying to make it happen.
Yeah.
In the middle of a pandemic, and it's hard. It is hard. And we want to recognize you, Kim, because you are a beautiful, wonderful mother. I see you every day with Ezzy doing so much and instilling so much, and it can be frustrating at times because it's a lot, and that's valid. But you handle it with such grace and care and such love.
Facts.
It shows in her personality. It shows in her vibrance. It shows in her hair. Her wash days. It shows so much. And so we are so thankful to have you as a representation of a mother on this show. I literally knew that this would happen. I knew that you had something to share, and this is a part of your story. And I'm really, really happy that you're here.
Thank you. That's so sweet. Like I feel so seen. I mean, it's so weird because, like, I have never had a bad experience professionally with my kid. I've never had anybody, reprimand me or say anything crazy to me. This community has been nothing but embracing. But there's always this little, because the world tells you, since you're like a little girl, the world tells you that you're not allowed to be a mother, you're not allowed to have a career, you're not allowed to, these things aren't allowed to cross. You have to choose. You can't do it all because you're going to end up fucking one of the things up. Like you can't show them you have a baby because they might not hire you because they don't think you're dedicated enough. And a lot of these things are behind the scenes and you don't know what's happening. Or, actually I have had one, just so I'm not lying, I had like one but I'm not gonna share it because I ain't comfortable. So but yeah, so yeah. So it's really great to feel like, because like that whole episode, I was completely fucking over it. Like I
You're like,
you were over it.
As he's just like,
right, as he's crying you back, and we're sitting there like, if this doesn't go off soon, I'm going to blow my lid.
I was not having it. So it's nice to like know that people saw that and were like, this unprofessional ass bitch distracting us from the word that's going on right now. Like that's how the voice in your head kind of feels. And it's like you don't really notice these things until you are the mom, like you don't notice that. Like I remember when I was waiting tables, we used to say like, why would you come to a restaurant with kids and have them da-da-da? And it's like, what? The people with the kids not supposed to go out no more? They're not supposed to, like, things like that.
We would say that. We'd be like, oh my gosh, do you have to come out with your kids? Like, we would. Especially when we worked at a nice restaurant too, like a nice busy one that was like they had a bar and like served drinks and stuff. Like, why would you be here with your kids? It would be like,
why would you ever have a cocktail with your child? Like, we're the niggas who need the cocktails. We need to be out. Y'all don't need to be out. We're the ones who need to be out. We're the ones who stress. Like, so it means a whole lot to me that, these letters to recognition in that way just really means a lot. It also puts a damper on your confidence in many ways. You question everything. You feel like you're doing the right thing, but you don't want to fuck them up, but you're also still a human and they're a human, and you got to keep all these things in mind. And so I'm grateful. So thank you for giving me that piece of joy. Like, it really means a lot. And be kind to your mamas, be kind to your mamas if they're trying to be kind to you.
Listen, because I was coming in right after.
And sometimes it ain't it. Sometimes they ain't it.
Yeah. But we hold grace and we hold space for them to keep showing, trying.
Yeah. So thank y'all. I wish I could cry, but my tear ducts had dried up in like 96.
Oh, well. 96.
Wow. Watching a musical theater number on television.
Except when I'm watching, like, what was I watching?
Mariah Carey's
in the Park. I didn't cry during Mariah Carey. Did I cry?
Yes, you cried. You did.
My God. No, yes, I did cry. I did cry. No, the Disney sing-along.
The Disney sing-along too, yes.
I cried. Where I was watching Sunday in the Park with George, like early in the pandemic. as soon as it came on, I started crying. I don't even know why. It's something about the stage. I don't know what it is. It just gets me. It gets me like right here in the heart.
Well, we thank you so much. We thank you for being here. I want to recognize you too, because you bring such a knowledge to this show, and such a grounding to this show that me and Kim.
Some might say snobbery.
You do.
And I'm okay with it.
You give us back to the basic and like really give us the information. Because we will go off on a tangent and be talking about everything. But I thank you. I think this is a perfect fit. You know, I'm really particular.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And I'm really particular about doing the show and making sure we do it well and also have fun and not taking ourselves too seriously, but also making sure that we are being resourceful. And I think that this sort of energy, it feels good and it feels right. And I'm so happy to have y'all here. So yeah, till next time, till next week. I love y'all. It's been
We love you.
Book presented to you by Broadway Black. We've hit our mark and we've done it right now. I'm Drew Shade.
I'm Ngozi Anyanwu.
And I'm Kim Exum.
We'll see y'all next time, y'all. Bye-bye. I love y'all. I didn't pull up the music fast enough, so I'm still talking till I can get it out. And here we go. Here we go.
There's only one place to hear the greatest. There's only one place for your information. It's the Oku Podcast. Oku Podcast. Okay. It's the
No other hosts like me. Come check it out. You'll see.